70s.
In the early 70s.
When Kip Lornell came to town.
That's right, but I'm going to tell you why Kip come.
Okay.
After Martin Luther King come through, there was some changes made, great changes. The federal government, in order to find out what he wanted to know, he put Kip Lornell and several other boys out looking for the black musician. And this is the truth, man. I wouldn't try to do it no other way. If he found them, all he could find, then he said, Joe, you and Odell gonna have to take the road. I said, take the road for what, man? He said, y'all got to go play. See, the only black fiddle player I know is one in South Carolina. He plays blues. And so you got one in, he's here now.
Claude Williams.
Claude Williams.
Kansas City.
Yeah, from Missouri.
He plays jazz.
And I said, he said, we ain't got but one in North Carolina. I said, well, who is he? He said, that's you. and black fiddle player I'm talking about. And so one went to another, so that's how we got started. And what made the confusion was the banjo picker. Where did he come from? Where did the banjo come from? All that was in it. So they talked about where the banjo come from and the fiddle. The fiddle come from Austria and Germany, well, I don't understand. But the banjo come from Africa. And then they got all that straight, and then you had to go to playing music, and that's why they kept sending us, and we've been different places. Several places we have been. I went to Massachusetts, 3 black musicians. But they didn't have a chance to get out there for some reason or another. Yeah. And so, in the early 70s, then Kip Lornell, that's what, you know they're gonna have to take the road for a while. Yeah. So we're going a little bit ever since. Now y'all ask me some questions. I don't know what else to tell you. I'll try to answer if I can. I know he'll help me. He's still with me.
The interesting thing is that I think in the old days, like you said, you played your father and he played for as many white dances as there were black dances, right?
See, they've been playing with the black folks all the time. In fact, Mom, Daddy, and his brother. Now you're talking about musicians. They were musicians. Back in the older days, this all the musician was, fiddle and banjo. And they played for the white folks, worked on the crop, shell crop. And every weekend they played them, frolicking and well, no, I don't shoot that frolic.
Square dance.
Square dance. I better get that straight now, I don't say that.
Black people call it frolic and the white folks would call it square dance.
That's
same
where frolic comes from. It's all the same thing. And the black people said, we're going to have a frolic tomorrow night, y'all. I'm talking about old stuff. And ain't no such a thing. And if the rock and roll come out, that killed the frolic. And but now, we go play for the white folks. Whoever wants us to go, we go. Especially for Odell. Now this brother of mine, which extremely good banjo player, he moved to Philadelphia. He's up there now. I don't get him many times as I would like to. Because, he's better than I am, I reckon, but a lot of times you set up a plan for him, and that dude be done took a drink that day, you know, and I'm scared to risk that. You know, you can't set up no plan of you know how the man gonna be when you see him the next day. Good God, old man, don't get me wrong. And so, but he's a terrible banjo player. I mean, good. See, he learned ahead of me. You might have heard me tell the story about.
I heard him tell a story last night about how he learned.
Yeah, how I learned.
Did you all hear that? No.
See,
oh, yeah.
he's the man, he done already learned. Daddy done learned him. Daddy done learned Nate how to play this thing, and we call him Nate. He done learned Nate how to play. He was just bragging. See, he was 2 years above me, but I grew fast. I like to call him. and when, you know, well, you ain't playing nothing, but I wanted to play the fiddle. And so, Dad had a fiddle. He said, boy, you too little. I was about 6, going on 6 years old, so he 2 years and 3 months above me. every time Daddy get out of sight, I get on her. Boy, I'm giving her a fit. So my mama had this cousin. He was a fiddle player. He had one of these, but he sold some seeds and got a premium for selling the seeds. And he took the fiddle instead of the money. And it was a little fiddle.
Like a half size.
Yeah. And he said, Mama's first cousin. He said, Rosie, send him over there tomorrow. I'm going to give him a fiddle. So after school was out, she gave me a sack. Well, get 40 pounds of flour every month or so. Said mother's children. And so she don't wash one and folded up and stuck it in my pocket. And I went over to Jimmy's after I got from school, got my fiddle and threw it on my shoulder and come back that day. And my sister said, well, you come on, go with me to milk the cows. So I went with my sister to milk the cows. Then we come back, and then Nate come up again. I don't know what he thought. I thought I wasn't gonna do nothing. But I said, well, you ain't, I had these two strings right here.
The bases.
No, not the bass. I had two basses.
That's what I'm saying, you had the bases on.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. But these was all. He said, hey, he ain't got no string, what you gonna do? I said, I'll get Papa to give me some money. He laughed, hey, he ain't gonna give you no money. I'm talking about back in 1929 and all back in them days. Before they back then. When Hoover had took the seat. And so I said, well, come on, go with me to the tractor shed. The tractor was in the shed. I squeezed through the door, watching back the house. He did too. I got me some pliers and I went back to the house. Got down on the screen door and got me 2 strands out that screen door. Mama didn't see that though. I put them right there on that fiddle. In 2 hours, I was playing hook and line. You get a line, I get a pole, meet me at the crawdad pole. So that evening, when Papa come in, Mama said, well, you wouldn't let him play your fiddle. Why don't you go listen at it? He come on in there and played for him. He was a bit surprised. Well, Lily, she is. Who showed you how to do that? I want to say you, but I didn't do that to Mama. He said, well, maybe you can play my fiddle. I want to tell him, no, I got me one now. You keep yours. But I didn't. See, I was talking to the Papa and them. You don't even look at them wrong. Not in them days. I don't know about them. I'm talking about back in my day. So that's how I got started.
Can we get a little piece of that head hook and line?
It's the other keys and low
It's
bass.
in low bass. We'll get it before we close out. We got the back
low
band
bass
away
this
from
week.
us.
Why don't we play Corn Liquor?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Are you gonna call to this one when we do it?
Well, I tell you what. You're gonna have to play heavy. You don't need to cut back.
All right.
Could you-
I'll play heavy.
Could you possibly do one just by yourself, just a fiddle?
Yeah.
Just a fiddle
I'll
number?
try.
Oh, it's Chris. I didn't know that's who that was. Hi, Chris.
I'll try. Let's see.
I just want to hear how just a fiddle all by himself.
Yeah, do Corn Liquor by yourself.
Let me play him one by myself right now.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Whatever one you
Who's
want
your
to do.
club? Who's your club?
Thank you. That's nice.
Now, Joe, you be nice to him. Maybe he'll give us a record contract.
Okay.
He's
I
looking
did
for one,
exactly what he
Chris.
said do. I did what he said do. He said play by myself.
Okay.
He'll tell me when.
Well, because I don't really know your music that well, but I would assume that you had your own rhythm pattern, like you mentioned your brother played the banjo the way you liked it.
Yeah.
Played. Is it basically the rhythm, or you think the syncopation, or?
Let me tell you, I'm gonna have to do him like I did this other guy. We played when we learned. I played by the ear. There had been a time you said, "What key you in, Joe?" I couldn't tell you nothing, man. All I know, I just take the fiddle and go playing. But now I do know when we in G and stuff like that, you know. I learned a little bit about it. And we play it like we learn it. Sometimes you might see us, like he told a few minutes ago, we done played for a dance a long time, be getting tired. Sometimes we hit a note, a resting note, you know. Then that makes a little change in it. If I was in low bass, I could show you better than I could.
You don't do any of that resting stuff in this?
Not as much. Not as
But I
much.
thought you did it in like corn liquor or
Well, I
you got
said,
around
yeah, not as much. Well, I might could.
You do Donnie, I thought.
Don't get around in mind. Let's
Yeah.
see if I can do some rest notes. Yep.
Yeah, you do that.
Now, like we done played a long time and then got tired. Once in a while, you know, if you've been driving a car and the gas ain't got low and you got to coast a little bit. Put your clutch in and coast a little while, but you keep the thing going. So this is what I call myself doing now. I don't know what you caught or not, but a lot of time I hit a note in there and didn't have to hit it up here, you know, and then that give me some chance to rest. A lot of time if he done called about an hour and ain't quit yet, you know, and so you get a little bit tired, so you got to find a way to rest on that joke.
Generally, he hits a drone, and he does it more in low bass.
Yeah.
Tuning, he hits the third string, or the fourth string sometimes.
And
For
don't have,
most,
to,
what?
don't have to hit it up here.
No, you don't note it. It's just hit as a drone.
Just
Yeah.
hit it just down here.
And it just rings, and it sort of stops the rhythm for a second, and that's his way of resting. And I asked you this before. I didn't get a clear answer when you shuffle, when you do that back. You know what I mean?
Well,
Double up.
chefing a bowl, I always thought my daddy would say, of course on my brag, when you get pretty good, you don't see many learners shuffle no bowl. You got to be a good fiddle player to shuffle a bowl and make it shuffle right. All I'm trying to say is, when you learn good, then you can think about that shuffling. And that shuffling is something that people notices. And they likes that. But if you learn it and you don't quite know good, you might not can shuffle and make it come out right.
But is the is the shuffling harder to do? Is it restful, or is it harder to do?
It's not harder to do after you learn it.
Oh, I see.
What I'm trying to say is this: you've got to learn it, and you can't learn to shuffle same time you learn how to play.
Yeah.
After you learn how to play, then you can take up shuffling.
Well, do the Donnie's Got a Rambling Mind straight, and then do it with the shuffle of it, to show people how that, show Chris how that is too.
Let's see. Yeah, okay. Shuffling is hard to do.
And you don't normally do it in this piece that much.
Not much.
No.
But you got to be playing a while and get everything all leveled up and super up. And then if the band, I never done no playing alone. Me and my brother, my cousin, or who somebody we always play with.
So I don't know, are we supposed to be playing for the video or for the?
No, don't
or-
pay any attention.
I wanted to give you what you wanted, but I did.
A Black Annie was a beautiful black lady. Back in the olden days. This is an old tune too. As you see folks now this damn time hustling around and selling stuff. I don't know what she was selling, but she was a hustler. Very clean hustler, way I always heard it. And probably she had sold somebody something and it got all crossed up. Maybe the money didn't come out right. So when Black Annie come in the barroom door, this dude shot her and killed her right in the barroom door. Or Black Annie got shot in the barroom door. This is a true song.
We'll play it some with the banjo, then have him play it by himself, and slow it down, and have everybody get in with us. What's the matter? Too much rosin?
Yes.
Okay. He rosined it for the cloudy, wet morning, and I think now that it's got sunny.
Some of the old stuff back
Now, he
then.
was doing that double shuffle a lot in that, you know.
Almost got it in. You got to be right to get it going. That's true.
Play it for them by yourself a little bit, just once or two times through the thing. Now play it slowly. Can you do it a little slow down? Now, some of the intricacies will drop out whenever he plays it slow. do the second part for him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the second part slow, just a couple times. You know, a lot of the notes he kind of plays in between notes, or what we would call, you know, in the most, I mean, if you're looking at it from a Western point of view, you know, flatted notes, or somebody this morning said, boy, there's a lot of blues in his music. And I don't think it's necessarily, I mean, I think in a lot of fiddle music there's a sense of tonality that isn't that standard, rigid, you know, scale, and I think that maybe it's more prevalent in Joe's music or in black music than it is in white music, but I think it's there in white fiddle music as well. You notice again he's got that, he's jumping that beat and that hard downbeat to start with. What would be a good thing, Carrie? Just all to sort of whack away at it, or I'll just try and whack away at it and then ask some questions about what exactly he's doing. But for instance, you know, it's more of
started to sound pretty good. See, they get it. Yeah, top 10. Don't go around the mind, top 10. Joe, Pop, and Georgia Buck. That's the top 10 I call it. All of them. Dance you good.
Yeah.
Cold Liquor's a dancing team.
Yeah.
Don't go around the mind is too.
Yeah.
Can do it on, we're gonna do this. You can do it on this Georgia Buck. You gonna help us.
Georgia Buck.
We're gonna just break down on a little bit, then we're gonna back off.
Georgia Buck is dead, and the last words he
Georgia
said.
Buck is dead. Last word he said, don't put no shorter in my bread. Then he looked around and said, Georgia Buck is dead. Get in trouble with this man.
Yeah, you will.
Georgia Buck is dead, the last word he said, don't let a woman have her way. See, now she don't call me on. I told her.
But there's more to that. You let a woman have her way, what'll happen?
She'll go and stay all day.
Yeah.
Don't let a woman have her way. There you go.
Okay,
We're gonna put a little speed on it right now. Like we're gonna dance.
Kick it up.
I know you got it. You come on. We help me back it up. You could handle it that time.
You played
You
somebody.
got to get it right, or you can't do it. Reason I said wait till you learn, then you can shout.
This is gonna be scary. You had to watch it. Now, listen.
Wait, I don't mean that way now. No, I just want you to understand that, that's all.
Play it by yourself, Joe.
See, my first cousin, my dad and his brother, one of my played so much together. So this son, me, I was just listening at him. Oh, he was a sporty guy, nice guy, man, nice guy. He could play the guitar, play the blues. Just like John D. Hoover, man, he was just good at it. Only like I told you, we always playing, but no, we never did have to go no place, no calls, you know.
Yeah.
we'd go around the back of barns and do it sometime on, we have corn shucking sometime, we had a father back in those days. But finally we started going on the road a little bit. Then this particular song, he'd always play it on the guitar, but he was a guitar player.
Tommy Thompson, you mean?
Tommy Thompson.
Yeah.
And we done a lot of walking and all over the country, and you could hear music, and he was a guitar player, and he'd be coming in at night or going out playing Kenneth Love. And you could hear him way in the night coming in. He had a bottle in his pocket. He was right, but he was naturally born playing Careless Love. And I've always admired him, you know. We were first cousins, and I just liked the way he did it. So once in a while, I tried to play.
But he would walk, he'd be walking along the road with his guitar,
Yes, sir.
playing and singing it at night, late at night.
Late at night.
He'd be probably feeling pretty good, I guess.
He would. He had it in his pocket. He had it when he needed it. So you want to play Careless Love?
Yeah, I think I'd like to see on the fiddle, how you
Nobody want
change
to deal with Careless Love in here.
I think we still want to see it.
Okay,
Maybe they won't deal
How
with
about
it.
if we promise not to shuffle?
Oh, you can't shuffle.
Oh,
You have a guitar to play with?
No, I can't play the guitar. I can't play the guitar.
There is a
Let
No, I mean
there, I
the
guess.
company.
me see if I can get this started.
I do play it behind him on banjo sometimes, and I can do it on guitar or whatever.
Sure would be good if we had one.
There's one sitting there, I don't know whose it is.